What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ty, and today in this video I'm going to be doing a 5-minute review on Disney's brand new live action remake Haunted Mansion. For those of you that don't know what a 5-minute review is, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. It's a series on this channel where I give myself just 5 very quick minutes to give all my thoughts, opinions, what I loved about the movie, and what I hated about it within that time constraint. No more, no less. So with that being said, I've got a big smile on my face because it's just a beautiful summer day. Got to watch this movie, and yeah, timer's going to start right now. All right, guys, timer just started. Let's get right into this. For those of you that don't know, I don't know how you wouldn't, Disney's been on quite a cold streak recently, whether it's their own movies, Pixar's movies, Marvel, Star Wars shows, whatever. They have not been doing well. Honestly, going into this film, I had both good and bad bias kind of tearing me apart. On the bad side of things, like I said, Disney has not been living up to the standards that they've been, keeping up with almost the past 30 plus, practically 100 years at this point. But especially as of recently, things have been going really bad. The good bias in me going to this movie is that I'm just going to be real. I'm a huge fan of the Disney parks. So, with that being said, I found out we're getting a Haunted Mansion live action remake. And I was pretty excited, especially because I really do enjoy the old movie with Eddie Murphy. I think it's pretty funny. It's not a masterpiece, but it's just, an enjoyable Halloween film. Speaking of, kind of weird this movie dropped at the end of July. I have no idea who coordinated that or whatever, but I do think it makes a little bit sense because it's kind of like a dead season where early August to late July, not too much is coming out. And also, it'll be on streaming by the time Halloween actually comes around the corner. So, yeah, I think that was kind of their goal. I hate the whole streaming things. But I'm done, wandering around. What did I think about the movie? Guys, I actually enjoyed it. I'm just going to be honest with you. Right off the bat, the cast pretty much blew me away. I could not believe the star power that they got for this movie. Lakeith Stanfield, I'm pretty sure that's how I say his name. I don't know why that wouldn't be how. I was very surprised to see him in this movie. I don't know why he took this role because he's been in nothing but either dark comedies, dramas, and now he's in Disney's Haunted Mansion. He just seems I don't know him. He just seems like a very anti-large corporation guy when it comes to just his choices for roles, but he knocked it out of the park, and he was the absolute standout in this for me. It didn't seem like he was trying his absolute hardest, and that's not knocking his performance in the slightest. It's just that I think that I'm so used to seeing him in such passionate, crazy roles that when I see him in Disney's Haunted Mansion movie, it was actually a nice little change of pace, and I thought he was really great. He was funny. He showed his dramatic side for sure. I was very taken back by how emotional this movie is. I'll get to that in a little bit. All right, we've got 2.5 minutes left. Danny DeVito, honestly, he's just funny whenever he's on screen. And honestly, it's not like it's because of what he's doing in the movie. I feel like if I'm just being real, it's just because I'm oh, that's Danny DeVito. He just said a pretty funny one-liner. You've got Owen Wilson doing his thing. Jamie Lee Curtis, she has a little part in this, and I kind of liked it. Also, the mom and son, their duo, they were pretty good. I liked them. There's another celebrity cameo in here. It's pretty small. It doesn't take you out of the movie or anything. I don't want to spoil it though, but it's just a nice little touch that I appreciated. I've got to say one thing. I think they paid their respects to the Haunted Mansion lore in a great way. There were so many Easter eggs. And yeah, obviously this movie is about the Haunted Mansion. They're going to have Easter eggs. But they'd have some lines in here this isn't a spoiler. It was obviously going to be in there. But just the whole, we have 999 ghosts in here and we've got room for one more, I really liked that. I thought the story, maybe it was a little bit too congested. But at the same time, I had fun with it because something new and exciting was always happening. I actually like the way that things get going too, and kind of how they explain the way things work and why what's happening is happening. The villain was okay, wasn't anything too crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jared Leto, who does play the villain, might be my most hated actor. I think every movie he's in is pretty much trash, and I don't mean to sound like that, but it's just true. How much time we have left? We got a minute left here. And yeah, I just thought it was a really fun, enjoyable ride, which, like I said before, was surprisingly emotional. There was bits at the end that honestly got me, and if you watch this movie, you'll see what I mean. Especially the fact that it deals with more grief and kind of trying to move past someone close to you passing away. And also, I think that things are a little bit confusing in the beginning of this movie, and it might throw you off, but as things go on, you actually get kind of drip-fed information slowly, which kind of puts things into place, because at first I was oh, this is stupid. Why don't they explain this and this? But then I realized, oh, they're actually putting a little bit of creativity into this movie because Disney rarely does that, and it made me pretty happy. But yeah, guys, with 30 seconds left, what else could I say? I think it's pretty important to compare this, honestly, to the other live-action Disney remake that came out this year, The Little Mermaid. I think Haunted Mansion's a little bit better, just because if I had to say, which of these two movies was more needed, I'd say Haunted Mansion. I don't think Little Mermaid was necessary to make. And also, I think the ending of Haunted Mansion was better than the ending of Little Mermaid, and that just put a little sweet, left me with a good taste in my mouth. All right, guys, so the review's over, but what's my rating on this film? I think I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. I was debating between 3.5 and 4, but honestly, the more that I think about it, I feel like 4 is a little bit too high realistically. It does get a little bit goofy and stuff, so yeah, I'm going to stick with 3.5 out of 5, aka 7 out of 10. But like I said, I feel like it's more maybe 7.5 out of 10, but I prefer the 5-star system. So with that being said, guys, I really hope you appreciated, this review. I hope you liked it. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And yeah, I think that if you're a fan of like the Disney parks, if you're a fan of the Haunted Mansion ride, which I definitely am, I'd suggest definitely go watching it and checking it out, especially just for Lakeith at the bare minimum. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.